2 GB RAM, no graphics card, or a dual-core processor. Are these specs enough to run this emulator or not? Well, I actually haven't uploaded a single video about this emulator. But while researching recently, I found a version of the emulator that isn't just stable, it can even run Free Fire at pretty decent FPS, just by applying a few simple settings. Want to know what those settings are? Alright then, let's start the video. First of all, you need to download this file, and I recommend that you try it on a lightweight version of Windows so that it uses as little RAM as possible and gives you maximum performance. That's why I'm using Atlas OS here. So, first download the file. I've already downloaded it myself, and now I'm going to launch it. As for the emulator's size, it's just 400 megabytes. I've provided a direct download link, so you won't have to deal with any kind of ads. After the emulator launches, you'll see an interface like this. First, select the very first option. Next, click on the Quick Install button to begin the main installation. Keep in mind, we also need to adjust some important settings. So don't skip this part of the video, otherwise the emulator might not launch properly or you may experience lag. Now the emulator has been installed, and you just need to click the launch button to start it. Before that, I'll pause the video and record the rest of the process with a hand cam so you can see everything with minimal lag. When you launch it for the first time, it may take a little extra time to boot. This happens only on the first launch. After that, an interface like this will appear in front of you. And before we start changing any settings, I'll first give you a complete overview of what's inside this emulator. Let's begin with the Android version. If I go into the settings and show you, you can clearly see that this emulator already has Android 7 installed. That means games like Free Fire will run perfectly on it without any compatibility issues. Along with that, this emulator also provides a built-in tool for clearing cache files. You can use this tool whenever you want to fix lag or improve performance, which is very handy. There's also another tool included here that allows you to set any wallpaper you like completely according to your own preference. And even if you want to import any file directly into the emulator, you can easily do it from right here without facing any kind of problem. Now let's talk about the main settings of the emulator. To open them, you need to click on this specific icon. The first thing you have to do is set the RAM and CPU cores to the lowest level. After that, in the options shown below, select DirectX. If your emulator doesn't load properly with DirectX, then switch it to OpenGL instead. Next, make sure to enable the two options given just below these settings as well. After that, move to the Display tab. Here, choose the Customize and then set the resolution to a lower value. Next, disable the anti-flickering and set the FPS to 30. Leave all the remaining options exactly as they are. Finally, save the changes and restart the emulator. Now the emulator has restarted and it's time to install Free Fire. For that, I've already downloaded the APK file in advance. You can find the download link for this APK on my website, along with the other required files. After downloading, you simply need to drag and drop the APK file into the emulator, and the installation will begin automatically. So friends, Free Fire is now fully installed and I'm going to launch it. As soon as you launch the game, it will start downloading some additional files, and you should simply let that process finish. When the game launches properly, your key mapping will be enabled automatically, and you can further customize those key bindings according to your own preferences. Now Free Fire has launched successfully, so let me quickly sign in and take you to the lobby. Once we are in the lobby, the first thing we need to do is change the in-game settings so you experience as little lag as possible. But before that, make sure to pause all background downloads to reduce lag to the minimum. Then go into the Settings menu and set all the graphics options to low. After that, go back and simply start the match. Now the match has started, and as you can see, the game is running very smoothly. I'm getting around 25 to 30 FPS, which is more than enough to play comfortably. Even the key mapping is working perfectly, and I'm not experiencing any issues related to sensitivity either. Overall, this emulator is performing really well, and I definitely recommend that you give it a try. However, if your PC only has 1 GB of RAM and no dedicated GPU, then you should watch the video on the left. In that video, I've shown how to run Free Fire on a 1 GB RAM laptop without downloading anything software. So click on that tutorial and I'll meet you there.